Alright, Kimbo White here. I've done this video like 5 times. I'm getting really pissed off about it. The YouTube uploader won't work. It crashes my Firefox and my Internet Explorer every time. I don't know what's going on, but I gotta upload them directly from my webcam, and I just sat here and talked for like 20 minutes and then couldn't upload it. So I'm gonna make this one kind of short. It's like 2 hours to the fucking fights, and I gotta get these up. So I've been trying every night this week, multiple occasions, trying to do this. Every time I sit down, it's something or another that requires my attention. So I'm gonna start out. James Tahuna over Ricardo Romero. Probably defend the takedown and win and use his striking to win, but he could even defend the takedown into his own submission. This whole card, really. Seems like a no-brainer. Everybody's pretty much got the same picks. The only way we're all going to do bad is if there's a lot of upsets. But to be real honest with you, the underdogs on this card, there wouldn't be like the hugest upsets if they won. A couple of these fights are actually, difficult to pinpoint exactly. They're pretty good fights. So, anyways, Tahuna over Romero. Mitsugaki over Escobedo due to just the simple fact that he's fought much better competition. Last 4 or 5 fights, he's fought world-class competition, championship contender competition. Escobedo just has not fought those guys. So we'll see what he's got tonight. The Sunsao over again after the weigh-ins. Definitely go with the Sunsao. I was going to anyway, but he was fired up. He might have pissed your gear off just good enough to knock his ass out. Sometimes being that fired up can go against you. I like Nick Rain. He's tough as hell. I was kind of shitty that he got injured on TUF, but I think he's probably biting off more than he can chew with Tim Bosch. Tim Bosch is badass. You don't want punched by Tim Bosch. You don't want taken down, punched on, beaten on by Tim Bosch, because Tim Bosch is a fucking beast. Tony Ferguson over Aaron Riley, kind of the same thing as Tahuna. Just the striking and movement is very good, and he'll probably prevail by TKO or knockout. Nate Diaz, Takanori Gomi, one of the harder fights to call on this card. If Gomi can cut the distance and hit Diaz and light him up, he needs to move in and out of the pocket to where Diaz can't clinch him up and try to take him down, because Diaz needs to use his jab, keep the right loaded up behind it. If he can keep his reach, what I say is he'll probably land a couple good strikes, drop Gomi, finish him by submission or maybe ground and pound. But if Gomi can cut the distance and do his job right, and Diaz isn't ready for him, Gomi could do the exact same fucking thing. Travis Brown over Rob Broughton. But Broughton's a tough dude, so don't count that guy out. But Brown can move better and much better shape, and tough customer. He's going to beat Broughton up. That's my prediction. Travis Brown over Rob Broughton. Mark Hunt, I got to tell you guys real quick, Mark Hunt, I would like to have seen him fight Pat Barry here. I want to see Mark Hunt fight Pat Barry, and it would be better if he could fight him here. Would have fought him here. Much better fight than Ben Rothwell, because Ben Rothwell's kind of a one-sided fight because, Rothwell's a good striker himself, and the thing is, you can beat on Ben Rothwell all fucking day and not knock him out. Now, I'm not going to tell you Mark Hunt can't knock him out, because if Mark Hunt kicks him, lands a shin upside Rothwell's jaw, he can knock him out. He can knock him out, no doubt, with a lot of different, with a punch, with an elbow, with a kick, but he would have to be fast enough to cut the distance, or when Rothwell comes in with one of his combos, or to clinch or to shoot, Hunt and catch him with a knee or an uppercut, or some strikes of his own. But it is what it is. Mark Hunt, I gotta tell you guys, I've seen him, back about 17, 18 years ago. I had the very first K1 kickboxing game on, pretty sure it was regular PlayStation, and it might even have been like Super Nintendo, but I had that game, and Mark Hunt was on it, and that's around the time of the first UFC. So it was really even before the sport had even evolved into MMA. Mark Hunt, Peter Arch, and those guys were making K1 what it is. So much respect for Mark Hunt, but he's probably going to get beat down. Josh Koscheck over Matt Hughes. Talk about that all fucking day. But I'm going to take Josh Koscheck over Matt Hughes. And then John Jones over Quentin Jackson. And we can talk about that all day too. But I already have once and couldn't upload it. So that's my predictions for UFC 135. And see you guys tonight at the fights. Been the last word with Kimbo.